Here's why every contender should want to trade for Alex Caruso. DeMar DeRozan is the weakest defender on the floor here, so the Clippers are targeting him, hoping he will switch onto Kawhi. So Alex reads us perfectly and pre-switches with DeMar DeRozan. So now he can get that Kawhi Leonard matchup, and he totally shuts down Kawhi with his first shot. Now Caruso does three specific things better than most others on the basketball court. The first begins with his technique on the defensive end. Alex uses a similar tactic that Jrue Holiday does, which is pulling his hands back and then he puts his chest upwards to contact his man. And once he gets that bump, he then attacks with his hands for steals. Now on this play, if Caruso puts his hands out on that fast break, it's an easy trip to the line. Instead, Alex puts his hands up and he gets his body into position, which slows down the fast break. Not only that, but after he takes that hit, he is strong enough to get back into the play and contests with his arms straight up. Nice rule of verticality. Now on this next one, you can see him angle his body perfectly, so he doesn't even need to use his hands at all. A quick shuffle of his feet is all he needs to read the play, which brings me to my next point. His IQ is off the charts. Just listen to him describe one of his biggest blocks ever against Paul George.
I know starting off that baseline's open. I know I got multiple guys up top on that first drive. He tries to go downhill, so I'm already anticipating him going baseline. Cut it off, chest, and then he ball's still out there and I'm close enough so I get a poke on it. And then it's a reset, right? I know it's low clock, so I'm sitting on him going back baseline again. Once he squares up, I get back into him and then he makes a move. I'm sitting on the cross, sitting on the counter, because I know I got help middle. I got bodies middle I can send him to. And then in my head, my internal clock, I'm like, all right, 3, 2, 1. No, he has to shoot it, just jump straight up.
IQ is everything, and Alex does specific things gooder than everyone else in the league. Check this example now. He knows that when he helps on this play, his man is likely to move to the left or the right. Caruso senses this and jumps into the gap after he stunts towards the ball and gets the really nice, instinctful, is that a word? Steal. I love this one right here. This should be a very standard rotation, but the Bulls are crazily confused on the pick and roll. Alex is expecting a rotation from the weak side, but none of his teammates communicate this. Now watch how Caruso pops up to see who he is going to rotate to on the wing, but somehow realizes that nobody has decided to take the roller. He then uses his speed to catch up and get a beauty steal. A lot of what he does is also taking very calculated risks and playing players' tendencies. He knows that Murray will be much more likely to shoot than pass, so he completely abandons his man to get the nasty block. Here he switches onto the big, but he does something interesting. He quickly fronts the post, which allows two things to happen. The first is it tells the help side to come down and rotate quicker. The second thing it does is it allows him to help on playing against LaMelo Ball and his favorite tendency, driving to the rim. Another lesson to learn from him is that when you are the help, you can also jump into the passing lane of where you left your defender, which is exactly what he does here as he helps out on the drive. Not only does he get the angle perfect, but he gets both of his hands straight up to take away that pass. This is something Alex often does, and when you combine instincts with maximum effort, you have the making of a winner that many NBA teams would only dream of having. As mentioned, Alex actually does some of the same things that Jrue Holiday does, which is exactly why you should watch this video over here.